Hey everyone, it's Cassie, and today I have a Copic coloring video featuring LDRS Creative. Today over on the LDRS Creative YouTube channel, I shared a video that shows you 3 different masking techniques to combine 2 stamp sets into this one image. If you are interested in watching that, there's a link in the description below. You can go and check that out. In that video, I just kind of breezed through the coloring, so I thought I would slow down the coloring a little bit and show you on this channel how I did the coloring. So I'm starting out with my T's for my elephant, and I'm starting by adding in my darkest shadows with a T6. So I'm finding where the least amount of light is going to be hitting, and I add some shadows in there. So tucked behind his trunk, behind his feet, behind his ears. And I'm trying not to go too heavy on that. I want my elephant to be fairly light, so I just want a few deep shadows. I'm then going to start softening and extending those shadows out with a T4. Again, I'm trying not to get too heavy-handed with this, but I do want some definition in the various areas. Next, we'll move to a T2 and continue softening those shadows out as we move towards the main color of the image. Because I want a very light elephant, I am leaving the highlight area very large. I'm also not too worried about my coloring being super tidy at this point. It will all blend together in the end. I like to add my cheeks in at this point. That way they blend in very nicely with that last layer of skin tone. And that last color is going to be a T0, and I'm going to cover the entire elephant in this color. By coloring the entire elephant, it helps to soften all of my shadow lines and blend them together so that I have a nice transition and gradient between the colors. Next, we'll move to his feet. I like to start with an E04, which is a fairly strong brownish pink color, but when you blend it out with the R00 or other very light R colors, you get a very nice soft shadow color for your pink. I'm also going to go over it with a T0 just to dull it down because that pink was a little bit too bright. And finally, a layer of E40 for all of his little toenails. For the gumdrops, I'm keeping it very simple because I know I'm going to be adding a layer of sparkle on top of it, so it doesn't need to be as detailed. But I started with the BG45, and it wasn't quite as dark as I wanted it, so I went in with the BG15, and then I'll go back with the BG45 to blend that out, and I'll finish it up with the BG11. Again, I'm going over the entire thing with the BG11 to help blend it all together. For my pink gumdrops, I'm going to start with an RV29, add in those shadows where it falls behind the other gumdrops and near the bottom, then blend that out with an RV25, leaving a large highlight area, and finishing it off with an RV23. Again, blending it all with that RV23. I'll repeat that same process with the yellow, using a YR23 as my shadow. This one will have a lot of shadow because the elephant is covering a lot of it. I'll blend that out with a Y18, and then finish that one off with a Y13. Again, blending it all with that color. Then I just repeat that same process with the rest of the gumdrops. Because of how I masked this stamp off, there is a little portion of this gumdrop right here that's missing, so I'm just going to fill that in with a Copic Safe multi-liner. I realized I got ahead of myself and actually colored the wrong one with that pink, but it's okay because I'm going to be cutting that part off later anyway. After completing the Copic coloring, I wanted to die cut my image before adding any glitter. After it's die cut, I'm just going to add a thin layer of glossy accents and cover it with a microfine glitter. Here's the finished card. Remember, you can find the stamping video in the links in the description below. You can also find a link to my blog, as well as the other social media platforms that I'm on. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel before you leave. Also, make sure you ring that bell so that you don't miss any future videos. See you soon.